Hey guys, this is Ada coming in with another video, and I'll be reading from The Language of Letting Go, Daily Meditation for Codependence by Melody Beattie. Okay guys, today's topic is going to be control. Control. You know, as human beings, we really like being in control. And a lot of time I have heard people say, oh, she just want to control. Hey, we all do. But there's a matter of knowing the things that we can control and the things that we can't control. That's the issue. But for people with codependency issues, or people who maybe grew up with dysfunctional families or family with addictions, there's a fine line, between knowing what we can control and knowing what we can't control. Somehow the lines get blurred. And so people who fear have a high need to control. Let me say that again. People who have a lot of fear have a high need to control the environment, to control what other people do, to just be in control. And when they don't feel they're in control, they feel empty. So a lot of times people will ascribe this to narcissistic personalities. But to be honest, people really do want to be in control. You, sometimes very subtle. But let's take a look at this passage from Melody Beattie's book about control. Sometimes the gray days scare us. Those are the days when the old feelings come rushing back. We may feel needy, scared, ashamed, unable to care for ourselves. And I've heard that needy word a lot where I'm from. They will say, oh, that woman's just needy, if she's showing any type of weakness or what have you, when that person is just being a human being. They're just being human. Because to some degree, we're all needy. But we like to put labels on people whose weakness may present in ways that we don't understand. But anyway, sometimes we feel afraid. But how many people will say, I'm afraid? There's not many of us that's bold enough to have that type of transparency because we fear being judged. Because the thing about human weakness, we don't like it, to be honest with you. It's hard for us to accept that people have weaknesses. And when we see a person that's transparent enough to allow themselves to go through that phase of feeling weak or feeling scared, then we put labels on them. We shun them because we don't like it, because it's a reflection of our own humanity. Okay, let me read on, guys. When this happens, it's hard to trust ourselves, others, the goodness of life or the goodness of God, and the good intentions of our higher power. Problems seem overwhelming, the past seems senseless, the future bleak. We feel certain the things we want in life will never happen. In those moments, we may become convinced that things and people outside of ourselves hold the key to our happiness. That's when we may try to control people and situations to mask our pain. And so a lot of times when there's a strong need to control, there's a lot of pain under that, guys. There's a lot of pain. A lot of times it's not obvious. But most people who have to be in control of everything, those are people who are hurting with a lot of fear. And like I said, most of us want to be in control, but there are extremes. Okay. That's when we may try to control people, situations to mask our pain. When these codependent crazies strike, often we begin to react negatively to our controlling. When we're in a frenzied state, searching for happiness outside ourselves and looking to others to provide our peace and stability, remember this: Even if we could control things and people, even if we got what we wanted, we would still be ourselves. Our emotional state would still be in turmoil. Because a lot of times, guys, a lot of times, control have nothing to do, our insecurities have nothing to do with the other person. A lot of those insecurities belong to us. And unless we begin to own our insecurities, then the other person will forever control us while we're trying to control everything around us, if that makes sense. The other person, the situation will forever control us if we don't get to the root of our insecurities. Okay. People and things don't stop our pain or heal us. In recovery, we learned that this is our job, and we can do it by using our resources, ourselves, our God, our support system, and our recovery program. Often we become peaceful, trusting and accepting what we want comes to us with ease and naturalness, an organic process, guys. Sometimes when young people don't get their needs met as children, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of pain. And a lot of times they start trying to control the environment, control people around them because of fear, not feeling safe. And so this goes into adulthood if it's unchecked. And like I say, where there's addictions, there is a strong sense to be able to control, because where there is addictive behavior, there's no stability. Anything can happen. So a kid growing up in that environment where there's instability, they will tend to act out. Some internalize, some externalize. So it's necessary to get the help that a child needs when they're young. Because what happens is, as they grow older, they're going to be drawn to people with similar issues. The empath who didn't get the nurturing, the stability, the structure, the safety, feeling of safety, naturally will be drawn to the narcissist, who will seemingly have all that they need until they get in a relationship with that person. And that's when the light bulb comes on. So with that being said, guys, this is the affirmation for this passage. I can let go of things and people and my need to control today. I can deal with feelings. I can get peaceful. I can get calm. I can get back on track and find the true key to happiness myself. I will remember that a great day is just that, one great day. So with that being said, guys, sometimes we have to let go of the need to control everything. It's not our job. And that takes up so much mental real estate, trying to control things and people around you, that you lose sight of who you are. So we have to learn to trust God and trust the process. So guys, with that being said, if this video has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you think someone else could benefit, please share it.